What's up? We're here at Las Vegas Country Club for this week's LIV Golf event. I am just making my way to the 10th tee to meet up with captain of Crushers GC, Bryson DeChambeau. Let's go. What's up, Bryson? How are you?
I'm good. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Welcome to Heng Time. Thanks for doing this.
Absolutely.
Now we're gonna watch you play the 10th. I'm not gonna play because I don't want to embarrass myself anymore. No, you know what? I'm just gonna save you the hassle, okay?
She's too cold.
You scare me.
What? Why?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
What'd I do to you? Hopefully nothing.
No, nothing.
Okay.
All right, what are we doing here?
So I'm in a driver. I'm gonna hit this thing high and hit a big bomb. Crush it right off the right. Wind's off the right, so I'm gonna try and use that to my advantage.
Okay. Woo! Sorry, my hair just, from all that swing speed, just.
That's be fine. It's a lot rough, but it'll be fine. I'll take that. What questions do you have?
Well, a lot. Wouldn't you want to know? Should we start chatting?
We should. We should.
Well, Bryson, it's been a long off season, but you
not really, not for me.
I was gonna say, but you were so busy pumping out content for your YouTube channel.
Yep.
Share with us, what's your goal for that?
Brand awareness, growing fan base of hopefully not only just the Crushers and myself, but LIV in general. I want people to realize who I truly am, and I mean, look, there are times where people have seen me certain ways, and I want people to see the true me, and nobody's perfect, and I hope people can start to relate a lot more. That's the goal, is relatability, and I know it's never gonna be perfect, and we're living pretty much in a fantasy land where we're at right here. I mean, we're very blessed and very lucky.
Yeah.
But hopefully we can provide some great entertainment and great content for people to enjoy as time goes on, and that's the main goal with it. That's what I'm excited about for it.
Well, what's the true you?
This is actually the true me. I have a couple more words I say after, around friends, but doesn't everybody?
Yeah.
But for me, the real me is this, and for so long I was presented as this scientist sort of person, and which is, I love physics. I was a physics major. I get it. I understand it. But the problem is that I have a lot more. I'm deeper than that.
Yeah.
And I'm very emotional, as people have seen before.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing. I'm passionate. I care about the game. I care about growing the game. And so as you ask that first question, the main part of it is not only just to grow my brand and whatnot, but it's also to grow the game of golf, give more exposure in different areas and different light to the game than what's been previously presented before. So my goal is to get from 100 million golfers to 150 million golfers. And that's the goal, just growing it and creating great viral content, fun content that people can enjoy worldwide. Well,
speaking of viral, you recently had a guest on your show, Paige Spiranac.
Yeah.
And that went viral.
It did.
A lot of chat about it on the internet.
It did.
It certainly caught my attention because she's been very critical of you in the past.
Oh yeah.
So how did that come about?
How did it come about?
Yeah.
Well, I think my social media manager and their manager started talking for some reason. I don't know how it happened.
Yeah.
But we were like, it'd be great to do a video, because she's trying to get on YouTube, and obviously she's seen what I'm doing on YouTube, and she's like, yeah, let's do something. Let's collab. It'd be funny. It'd be hilarious. And then she came out there and she, was obviously changed by who I was, and it was a little different than what she had thought before. So it was pretty funny. But no, she's great. She's an awesome individual, and I love her perspective on the game and what she's trying to accomplish in just a different and unique way. And I think the more that we can get these entertainers out here and continue to grow that space on YouTube is only going to benefit the game of golf in general. So in whatever way they're doing it too.
Well, speaking of growing the game, one other thing that you are doing, making golf more accessible, you open up a brand new range called Under Par. It's a two-story range, right?
Yeah, we're developing that. So it's starting, it's beginning. And we've got other places that we're going to, and a lot of it's in secret because we don't want land prices going up. You start talking about stuff a lot, it just creates too much of a improper buzz for us when we're trying to create good for the economy in that area. And so there's probably 3 projects that I've got working on right now in secret, and I'm looking forward to them coming to fruition here in the next year or two, and very excited. It's a long process to develop stuff. People don't realize how long it actually takes to get something developed and put into place correctly.
Yeah.
Like, you can just put something up, but the problem is you don't know what the demand is. You don't know what services they need, what actual things they truly need to make it most efficient for that market. And so that's what we're looking into, is a lot of feasibility studies and what makes sense for the area, per the area. So we're very excited to do some more projects here soon.
Are one of those secret projects perhaps a golf course for Crushers?
That's in the works. It's a long-term plan, but yes. Yep, we're working on some stuff.
That would be pretty epic.
Yep.
Now, I've seen your mom out and about, supporting you.
Oh, yeah.
How special is it to share your experiences with her around all these events that you travel to?
I mean, it's amazing. She gets to see the world and experience different cultures, different environments, stuff she's never been able to do in her whole entire life. So going to Spain last year, watching me in Chicago win and experiencing all that's pretty special, and something that she didn't get to used to previously do. And you know, she's now retired, luckily, because of a lot of what LIV has done for me financially. I've been able to take care of her, and it's just a great thing. And that's the thing people don't, I think, realize, is what impact LIV is having on families and communities economically. It's just not talked about enough, and I think that's a really cool perspective that people don't realize. Like my mom was able to retire; she was able to do things that she never could have dreamt of doing.
And you probably have way more time to spend with her now than you ever have, right? Which is amazing.
That's the most important part.
Because that time you'll never get back.
Nope.
You know.
It's crazy. I view it nowadays when we're older that if we can walk just real quickly, as we get older, right? You have, for me, I'm 30. I probably have 20 to 25 more years, hopefully, God willing, of my mother being here. And so that's only 25 more Christmases, 25 more Thanksgivings. And so you're thinking it's less than like 100 days if you're just spending those days with them. Less than 100 days that you're going to see them. So you got to make time outside of that to spend quality time. And a lot of the regrets that I've heard from other people in life, wiser people than me, they've always been like, I wish I could have spent more time with my mom or my dad or whatnot, you know. And that was the same thing. I wish I could have spent more time with my dad. That would have been awesome to do that. But that's what LIV is doing.
What do you miss the most about him?
About my dad?
Your dad,
You know, the thing I miss the most about my dad is probably the jabs that he gave me all the time, and the support that he gave me. Like he jabbed me all the time. He was, he loved digging under my skin. It's funny though. I was kind of messed up one year after he had a below the knee amputation. This just shows our relationship from diabetes. Below the knee amputation. I was just being an idiot, and I got him a Foot Locker gift card for Christmas. I was such a jerk.
That was you guys' sense of humor.
That was our sense of humor.
Okay.
Yeah, he threw it back to me as well. I mean, plenty of times talking about the rope, he'd do stuff to me and throw me a rope. It was just great. We were always throwing each other jabs.
Good memories. Yeah, good memories. Well, I can't be walking with you and not talking to you about your 58.
Yeah.
We got to talk about that.
Absolutely.
Dom and I were walking with Greg that day, and Greg had mentioned, oh my gosh, he can probably shoot 54.
Yeah, it was actually a possibility.
Was that something that crossed your mind,
Oh, yeah.
you know, mid-round, halfway through? When? And how did you deal with all that?
When I made birdie on 7, I was 6 under through 7. I knew that I had a par 5 where I could make eagle, and I'm like, if I just keep going, I could legitimately shoot 54. That was the moment, and then I bogeyed it. So that kind of shot it down pretty quick. I was like, man, I might struggle to break 60.
Yeah.
And sure enough, yeah.
That was an epic moment. Now, how do you rate that achievement in terms of your career?
That weekend achievement, it was like it was a 61-58.
Yeah.
And that's, 59.5 scoring average for a weekend is pretty solid.
That's not shabby, is it?
No. I'd probably say it's number 2 or 3 on my list. I mean, U.S. Open, obviously winning a major is gigantic. It was probably the best golf I've ever played in my entire life. So that was probably number 1 on like golfing ability. Yeah, I definitely played better than the U.S. Open, but I won the U.S. Open, right? And so from a skill set perspective, the 61-58 was the best performance I've ever had. But in regards to, what a major kind of means, that was major. You can't beat a major. I'm sorry.
No, I totally understand. Now we're gonna lighten things up, and I'm gonna throw you under the bus a little bit. Now, if you were stuck on an island, just a random island, which teammate would you want to have with you?
None of them.
And why?
No kidding. No.
Such strong team dynamics, these Crushers.
Probably Charles, because he's so positive and he's thoughtful,
Yeah.
and innovative. I think he, you know, any one of those guys, like Paul's great humor, he's awesome support. Bon is very thoughtful as well, and we get along really well together. We bounce off each other pretty well. But all three of them I'd want on the island, if I'm being honest.
No, you have to pick one.
It'd probably be Charles, because
Okay.
I think he'd be the most logical.
Well, but I think you yourself, I think they would say they want to be stuck with you because you're like MacGyver, basically.
I'd figure shit out. I'd figure stuff out.
We can bleep it out. Now, we know how much you love golf and how passionate you are about it, but what's the one thing about Bryson DeChambeau that we don't know about?
Oh my gosh. Well, I've tried to describe it on YouTube. I've tried to give everybody insight into who I truly am. So not much is out there. I'm probably a lot more goofy and crazier than you think off screen.
You can kind of see it.
Not from like, I'm not a partier. I don't party or anything, but I jab people a lot. I love, you know, pushing the boundaries, a lot of banter.
Yeah.
I love when people banter. That's why I like when people was talking a lot of crap about me and Brooks. Like, I actually kind of somewhat liked it. Like, it was kind of fun. Not saying that it's that's the right thing, but it was fun. It was definitely.
But you guys are good now, right? You're good friends.
We're fine. We definitely see the same vision with LIV, and we want to grow it and continue to grow it in the best way possible for the game of golf.
All right, and finally, what would you want your legacy to be?
Growing the game from 100 million golfers to 150 million or even 200 million. Like, I just want to continue to grow the game of golf. I think golf is such an amazing sport in regards to relationships, character building, personality. That's the most important thing. If we can continue to come to the golf course, have a great time, enjoy each other's company, and grow relationships, that's ultimately going to bring the world together from my perspective. You can have two opposing parties and come together on the golf course because this game levels the playing field.
Well, you certainly are on the right track to growing the game, and we love watching you, and you've certainly created so much interest, and you're such a fun guy to watch and a fun guy to be around. And
Sometimes.
I hope it comes through the coverage, honestly. I always tell people that, like, Bryson is the nicest human being that you'll meet.
I'm passionate. I do get aggressive sometimes.
Don't we all?
But I do care.
Yeah.
I really care.
Yeah.
So.
Well, thank you so much, Bryson.
Thank
Let's
you.
watch you finish out this hole.
Let's do it.
My producers are going to make me read this putt for you, which is, you're making me read a putt for Bryson DeChambeau? Like, what is wrong with you?
This is all on you. Where are we going? I kind of lined it up for you already.
What do you
think?
Like a yard, right?
So 3 feet?
Yeah.
That's perfect. I actually like that. I think just a fraction more than that.
I think it's more than that. It depends on your speed.
For sure. I'm always 2 feet by, 2.2 feet by. Terminal velocity of, I'm not
2.2 feet.
kidding.
No less, no more.
Oh, I crushed it.
Oh, too much
Legit crushed
speed.
it. That's deep. That's deep. That's my fault. I got excited.
You can read your own putt.
No, this is fine.
There you go.
All right, that was frustrating there, but whatever.
Thanks, Bryson. Appreciate you. Thanks for your time.
No problem.
Play well this week and look
Will do.
forward to watching you.
It's gonna be a fun week. Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you.